Good morning, children. Let's revise what we had already done under human settlements. So, children, why do people settle in a particular area? It can be due to various factors such as favorable climatic conditions, availability of water, infrastructural facilities, availability of transport and communication facilities, etc. So, let us study about human settlements in India and Brazil in this lesson. Okay, so let us come to settlement patterns in India. Now, as I've already said, settlements can be seen due to various factors like climatic factors, availability of water, then the slope of the land or the terrain, whether it is on the plains or in the mountainous regions, as well as the level of development. Now, depending on that, we have studied about nucleated settlements. Now, where are nucleated settlements found? Now, wherever settlements, facilities are available, okay, good climatic conditions, availability of water, favorable, transport and communication facilities, etc. You find nucleated settlements, as we have in the plateau region of the Narmada Valley, the paddy lands in Bihar, UP, as well as the Vindhya Plateau. Now, what about dispersed settlements? Now, dispersed settlements are found in the tribal parts of central India, the eastern and southern region of Rajasthan, the Himalayan slopes, and the regions of uneven topography. So here you find conditions may not always be favorable. For example, if you take the tribal parts of central India, now here you find these are the ravine lands, okay? Then Rajasthan, for example, which faces, drought conditions, or where, water, availability of water may not be there. And again, you find the climate may not be suitable. Or if you take the Himalayan slopes where the terrain is, uneven, okay? So in all these regions, we find settlements are dispersed. Now, let's come to Brazil. Now, as you've already seen, people, the first settlers in Brazil were, from Europe, especially the Portuguese, who settled along the eastern as well as the southeastern part of Brazil. This because, though you find the climate here is hot and humid, and also because of uneven topography, yet we find settlers had settled along the coastal region. Okay, this is one of the main reasons for the development of Sao Paulo. Okay, now in Sao Paulo you find the soil is very rich, it is fertile, and also you find availability of minerals, for example, like iron, okay, is in plenty. Also you find there's a steady supply of energy and also a good transport system. There's easy availability of transport and communication facilities. Hence we find the settlement along, the eastern and southeastern coast of Brazil, especially Sao Paulo, is nucleated. Okay, now as we move from the coastal regions towards the interior, especially the Brazilian highlands and again into the Amazon basin, we find settlements become sparse. This is due to various reasons, as we have already discussed. Okay, like say if you take the Amazon basin, for example, this region is covered with dense forests and it's highly inaccessible. Transport system is poorly developed. Okay, and also because of dense forests, then you have heavy rainfall. We find uh, settlements here in this region is sparse. Now let's move over to urbanization in India. Now if you take the level of urbanization in India according to the 2011 census, we find it was only about 31.16%, which means it is very low. Okay, the level of urbanization has been rather slow. In India, the most urbanized state is Goa. We find 62% of the people live in urban areas. Now in Delhi, more than 80% of the people live in urban areas. Now, urbanization is low in the Himalayan regions, in the western part of India, especially the deserts of Rajasthan, and also we find along the northeastern part of India. Urbanization, however, is quite high in the southern states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and even Maharashtra. Now, next we move over to urbanization in Brazil. Now, Brazil is one of the very few developing countries which is highly urbanized. Here you find 86% of the people live in urban areas. And if you move from the south and southeast towards the interior part of Brazil, we find urbanization is more along the south and southeast part. And urbanization is comparatively low as you move towards the interior, is the central part of Brazil, and even the Amazon basin. And this, of course, I've already told you the reasons why urbanization is low in the Amazon basin. Now, what about the Brazilian highlands and even along the northeast part of Brazil? Now, if you take the northeast part of Brazil, we find urbanization here is again low because this is a region which faces drought conditions. This region receives very low rainfall. Now, Sao Paulo is a major metropolitan and industrial center, and this is situated along the southeast part of Brazil. Now, because of increased urbanization along the south and southeast part of Brazil, there is a huge concentration of population along these regions. Now, as a result of this, the government of Brazil has started the Go West policy. This is to decentralize the regions along the eastern part. Okay, and this will result in the reduction of pressure along the eastern part, and also will result in development of other regions in Brazil. Now, regions in Brazil which are urbanized are Sao Paulo, Minas Gerais, Goiás, etc. Regions in Brazil which show low levels of urbanization are the Brazilian highlands and the Amazon basin. But one interesting fact here is, though Manaus, which lies along the confluence of the Negro as well as Amazon basin, okay, though it is seen along the basin, as I said, of the Amazon basin as well as the Negro River, it shows a high level of urbanization. Okay, children, this is Manaus port. Okay, children, so I suppose you have understood this lesson well. Okay, so till then, go through the lesson. Thank you.